Coming into our first, second, third bottle from Green River, I have expectations. I try to keep them locked in pretty low with every single bottle. However, from going by these two, it seems like they know what they're doing in Owensboro, Kentucky. I'm looking forward to getting into this one here. Cask Strength, single barrel.
Distillery exclusive.
Yeah, just right. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey from Green River. Sound good to you? Sounds good to me. Let's go! Hello, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, theys and thems. Savor the Burn podcast we are. I'm Jonathan. This is W2. How do you do?
Pow. I'm doing pretty good. It's been a good week.
Yeah. It started off kind of funky, but hey, here we are.
And we got another one from Green River, so
yeah, Green River.
I'm excited.
Green River has yet to disappoint. Pass me that X-Acto knife.
Oh, yes, sir.
Green River has yet to disappoint, going by what we've had with their weeded, with their full proof. Now we're going to get into the single barrel cask strength version of it. We talked about it at considerable length with the full proof. Things about the DSP KY10.
Yeah.
And I mean, we talked about other distilleries and their numbers. We hinted at what this little slot is down here at the bottom, the horseshoe. It's, And look
at these cool little coins I have.
Yeah, you've got a Green River on one side, and then on the other side.
Horseshoe on the other side?
Yeah, a little. Actually, oh, you know what? The horseshoe with the GR in the middle of it, that's exactly what's going on down here on the punt, if you can call it that, a punt. Hey, where was that coin? Where did that coin go?
Well, there's a game.
It disappeared. Way different than...
If you have these bottles...
Yeah.
Maybe you need to make a trip to the distillery to get your coins
so you
can actually take advantage of.
Yeah.
The horseshoe on the bottom of it is very, very specifically raised up just enough for a coin to slide in. Maybe
play that on the top of a barrel. Maybe you use like a long kind of skinny table, like a shuffleboard table.
Yeah.
Like they have upstairs at Rieger's.
Or maybe you take them to work and you play them on your conference room tables. In the executive conference room.
That's where they have long tables with food.
Glass top.
Ooh, you know what glass top tables are good for? Ready for the bottle pop? Here we go. Ready?
Nice.
I think that was a better bottle pop than the full proof.
That was killer. This is my last trip to Kentucky. I stopped in at my first stop on that trip was at Green River, and I went there. Probably one of my favorite shirts. It's so soft and comfortable. I love it. It's a dark gray color. I
love a good soft shirt.
And I'm blanking on exactly what it says, but it's a weeded bourbon shirt. So it has the full mash bill on there. It's like 70% corn, wheat, and it's got all the things on there. And at the bottom of it, it's 100% no regrets.
Okay. That's on these bottles.
It is.
It's on the back of the bottles here. It's the whiskey without regrets. Well, I'm glad you asked, because here it says a legacy revived, and it'll kind of explain that here in a second. Founded by John W. McCulloch, I'm not sure how you would pronounce that, no disrespect, in 1885 in Kentucky's 10th, as Kentucky's 10th oldest distillery, Green River was celebrated for quality and became known as the whiskey without regrets before being lost to history after Prohibition. That's pretty wild. Once again, Green River whiskey is crafted at its original home. I think that's important.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just buy the rights, buy the name, buy the distillery, information or whatever, and then start it up somewhere else. But like at its original home, to me, that makes it. I think that makes it all okay. Let's see here. This single barrel expression showcases a unique full body flavor from our favorite Rick House locations.
So I'm going to get back to the Kentucky's 10th oldest distillery.
Yeah.
Which I'm not questioning that at all. I'm sure it is Kentucky's 10th oldest distillery. I also have to believe, just because Kentucky as a whole kind of thinks they are the only place bourbon is made.
I think they used to think that.
I think a lot of people still think that.
They still think that? The old school bourbon heads?
I still think a lot of people that don't know whiskey,
Okay.
I think still think that, bourbon has to come from Kentucky. But to me, I don't know. To me, that just leans a little bit into it's got to be from Kentucky. It's straight bourbon. But anyway, and because so much bourbon did originally come from Kentucky, it probably is Kentucky's 10th oldest distillery. It just so happens that it's the 10th registered distillery nationwide also.
Yeah. I can see that. And we talked about this, at great length before.
Yep.
The whole DSP number thing and, the origins on that. It'll show up in a newsletter. So Patreons, keep an eye out.
Yeah. So, like I started to say, this was my last trip to Kentucky. This was my first stop there. I went in there. I got a cool T-shirt. If you bought their distillery exclusive bottle, you got the T-shirt for $10.
Oh.
So I'm like,
hey.
You think I ain't?
Think I am?
I got the T-shirt for $10, and like I said, it's that soft cotton, and I absolutely love it. But this was their distillery exclusive single barrel pick. So this exact single barrel was only available. It's probably gone at this point because we know how that goes. As they run out, the distillery picks another barrel, and that becomes the new one.
Yep. And they do pick barrels from select rickhouse locations.
And you know what?
That's fine. Do it.
The distillery wants to make as much money as possible, but you better believe they're going to pick a pretty damn good barrel for themselves. Just saying. I have to believe if it's a distillery pick, it's probably going to be the cream of the crop.
Yeah, it would have to be. It would have to be.
But, so let's get into this. This is the Green River.
Yes.
Cask strength, single barrel distillery exclusive. It is a bourbon distilled by Green River in the state of Kentucky, making it a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. There is no age statement on this once again, but with it being cask strength, with it being single barrel, it does come in at 126.8 proof.
It noses north of
howdy.
North of 4, probably closer to 6 or 7.
The mash bill on this, just like the full proof, it's 70% Kentucky grown corn, 21% rye, and 9% malted barley. The title of this expression is Raise Your Spirits. This distillery exclusive from Green River is the whiskey without regrets, made on the same hallowed grounds as it was in 1885. Visitors can tour the distillery for a first-hand glimpse of whiskey making, sample the end result in our beautifully restored bars, and more. Our single barrel bourbon is a true rye-forward Kentucky bourbon with a remarkable flavor profile. Every single barrel will be a minimum of 5 years.
Okay.
And presented at cask strength.
So I was off on what I had said about the nosing. I thought it noses at least 4, but to me I thought 6, maybe more, but right about 6. So it's 5.
Yeah.
I was off, but that's all right. I don't think so. This thing, I mean, it says it's 126.8 proof. I don't think it noses anywhere near that.
It does not nose that.
I had to stick my nose deep in this Glencairn here that you can find at savorthebourbon.com/shop. But a
lot of orange citrus.
Orange citrus. Okay.
Once again, a lot of orange and citrus, vanilla.
Yeah, I think it's vanilla pudding,
caramel.
Creamed corn. I think showed up on this one.
Yeah, creamed corn.
It's
got 70%
nutmeg,
corn. Kentucky
70%
grown corn.
Yes.
Their website is very specific about that. It's Kentucky grown corn.
Yeah. I think that's really cool. Like if every state did that, I mean, there's room to grow corn in New York, upstate New York. There's room in New Jersey. You know, if New Jersey wanted to do it. Maybe not so much Vegas. Like, I don't know what they would do out there. But there has to be a strain of corn that would still be tasty.
Ben Holiday.
Acclimated to their climate.
Real Missouri bourbon.
Yeah, everything that goes in that mash tank
is from Missouri.
It's from Missouri, yeah. So I think that's, if you can do it, I think that is the way you should do it.
Is there some mint on the nose?
You know what? I hesitated to say anything about mint or anise or licorice.
I'm getting a little bit of a spearmint.
Are you really? Mm-hmm. Okay. I wasn't. So I was waiting to hear what you had to say about it. So I'm glad you said something about the minty, because that is a common bourbon tasting note, whether it be on the nose, palate, or finish. But I don't always pick up on it.
Make haste. Let's get this on the palate.
Yeah, let's get it on the palate. Green River. Single barrel cask strength. Let's check it out. There's a fair amount of oak. Ooh, proof. Ooh, that bit my tongue. So that's the rye influence, and there you go. Let it go.
I honestly cannot say this.
That's what I love about rye. It'll bite the shit out of your tongue.
Yep.
But it'll let go.
I honestly cannot say this about everything, but I can genuinely say about this one. I remember I had a pour of this while I was there. It was 9:15 a.m. This was one of the, I think I had 3 pours. Actually, no, it was a 4-pour flight, and I talked him into instead of half-ounce pours for 4, I talked him into an ounce pour of 2 instead of giving me 4. This was one of them, and then I had their rye because I had not tried their rye before. Side note, super good.
All right,
we have to do their rye.
We're gonna have to
do it. Super good. But anyway, yeah, I had a pour of this. This little sip right here just brought back the memory of sitting there. Their tap room is super cool. It's got a lot of old school. I mean, you feel like you are in a 1920s, 1890s tap room. They've got a little museum kind of a area where they've got an old school race car that's branded Green River, and they've got all their old bottles and labels and horses racing and all the things to look at and read about. And yeah, just a super cool place. And the center of that is kind of an event type space with like round tables. I'm sure they do I'm sure there's wedding receptions that they do that space right there. It's a cool space. Like we talked about, it is in their original location. It feels like the original location.
Late palate into the finish. Black tea.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
It hit me. I was like, man, that tastes like black tea.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna wait. Like, you took your sip. I'm like, I'm gonna wait. 3, 2, black tea. You're like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Just like that. You said, fuck yeah, bro. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. But
I might even go Earl Grey.
Earl Grey? Yeah. All right, so
black tea.
I haven't had Earl Grey, so I would have to.
Oh yes, you have, because I made us a Father's Day old fashioned Earl Grey old fashioned with some Earl Grey.
I didn't have it by itself though, did I?
No.
Yeah, so it's.
Do you like Earl Grey? Or do you like tea?
I love tea. Well, I have a drawer full and a cabinet at work, and a cabinet. I have a drawer and a cabinet at home and a cabinet at work.
Remind me
with different teas.
Remind me at some point, and I will make you a little sandwich bag full of Earl Grey.
All right. Bags. Okay. Excellent. I'm down, dude. I will absolutely check that out.
I love Earl Grey.
I mean, now that I'm back on the caffeine, if you can't tell, caffeine slaps, y'all. Like, if you haven't had it in 2.5 years, like I did, and then you dip your toes back into it, you're gonna be neck deep. You're gonna be swimming. Like, and I read something. I heard something somewhere. Somebody said something about caffeine doesn't give you energy, but it blocks the receptors of tired. whatever. It doesn't let you feel tired, but it doesn't give you energy. So like somewhere in the translation of definitions in there, like I think it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
Hey, I've got some tasting notes for this.
Give me your tasting notes. Because I wrote a whole bunch of shit down here, and I want to see how we measure up.
So the appearance on this one, rich, auburn, polished mahogany color.
Listen, that's too much. That's too much.
Bold.
Give me
strong.
All right, somewhere between Jim Beam's descriptive adjectives and what Green River's got going on here.
But me as an artist, I like that descriptive appearance. Rich auburn, polished mahogany color.
And me as an artist, being a lyricist, songwriter,
I'm not sure what polished mahogany is, but I'm here for it.
I mean, I'm sure there's videos on the internet, men polishing their mahogany. I'm sure you can find it on there. I'm not going to go check it out.
On the palate.
Okay, all right.
I don't have anything on the nose, but on the palate.
Oh, okay, all right.
Orange peel, fresh spearmint, and a touch of black pepper rise through the vanilla and graham cracker base.
Oh, you're gonna love what I wrote down. Keep going.
Finish, a sound. Medium finish with slight rye spice, herbal tea, and soft oak notes.
Yes! High five. Bringing it in. Old school. Classic high five.
We're coming along.
I blacked out at high five or at herbal tea. What was the rest of the tasting notes?
We're getting this shit.
Yeah, dude. I'm starting to learn, y'all. I'm starting to learn.
It's coming together. A sound medium finish with slight rye spice, herbal tea, and soft oak notes.
Okay. Well, all right. Dude, and that was finished.
That was finished.
I didn't pick up on the oak on the finish. I did on the palate. So when I said give me the palate notes again, something about
on the palate, orange peel, fresh spearmint, and a touch of black pepper rise through the vanilla and graham cracker base.
All right, graham cracker base. Okay, so vanilla and graham cracker base. I wrote down coarse sugared pie lattice. Like if you get like the latticed apple pies. Like if you just pop that off and eat that because you're a fat boy, and that's what fat boys do. To me, it reminded me of that on the palate.
Growing up, my mom used to take the pie crust that you would use for that.
Yeah.
She used to put that on a cookie sheet, cut it into strips, and then just coat it with sugar and cinnamon, and then put it in the oven and just toast that by itself. And so we'd have these crispy cinnamon sugar crust.
It's a healthy snack. So good. Sounds so good. I'm. You know what, dude? I am.
You done water yet?
I did. I did 2 drops. We had roughly the same amount. We're looking at maybe somewhere between half and 3/4 ounce. What do you think it did?
It became a vanilla custard with a caramel brulee top to it. It's a full straight vanilla creme brulee.
Wow. Oh, and there's charred oak right there. Late palate, early.
And we said
orange.
We said orange citrus.
Right.
Orange peel is on there.
On the palate.
It's straight orange peel.
I wrote
on into the finish.
In our
my opinion.
You know what? We're going to get into this anyway, so we might as well get into this now. We have 4 categories that we're going to get into real quick. We rate these on all of our reviews. We rate these things 0 to 5, nose, palate, finish, bottle presentation. Add those up, 0 to 5, 0 to 5, 0 to 5, 0 to 5 out of a possible 20. Divide that number by 2, and that's how we end up with our 1 to 10 rating on every bottle. And I am stoked that we ended up having so much in common here. But I'm kind of disappointed in Green River for not having anything on nose. Everybody has something for nose.
I don't know.
But I guess. Not everybody can. Not everybody's a Jim Beam with bold, present, in the room, strong.
This is delicious.
Yeah.
This is absolutely full.
I was surprised. 126.8 proof, and it didn't bite the shit out of your nose.
Full proof was really great.
It was.
This is a step above that, I think.
For sure.
And honestly, being single barrel doesn't automatically make things better. But I really want to believe In most cases, it has a strong opportunity to be better. Because as a single barrel, it has not been blended with other barrels to meet a.
From what I can tell, this has not been blended.
No, well, it's a single barrel, so it's not been blended.
It's just that what threw me off was the line back here, full body flavor from our favorite Rickhouse location. So to me, I'm thinking like they picked their favorite barrels from their favorite.
No, this is single barrel.
Picked barrels from their favorite locations.
This is single
blended
barrel.
them. They did not do that.
No.
Single barrel. Single barrel is single barrel.
I choose to believe that a single barrel offering has the opportunity to be a cut above what a small batched equivalent would be because, one, it is the contents of a single barrel, but two, for it to be picked, in this case, a distillery exclusive pick, someone at the distillery said, this one barrel is good enough to put as our exclusive.
Yeah.
So there's some levels of discernment that happen in that pick. So like I was saying, just being a single barrel does not automatically make it better than the small batch equivalent. However, it affords it the opportunity to be a step above what a small batch blended. Because when you have a small batch, regardless, even the Green River Foolproof, that is a small batch offering. It is foolproof, so they're blending and bottling that at barrel proof.
Yeah, yeah.
But they're blending a multitude of barrels together to get that batch. At the end of the day, they are blending to a specific palate. They are blending to a specific, for consistency.
Okay.
This is their standard foolproof offering. They are blending to that consistent experience across the board. The foolproof that they bottled up 5 years ago, they want this to be really close to that.
Okay.
And so they're going to blend to that profile. A single barrel cask strength, you don't get that luxury.
You don't.
You are picking a barrel specifically for the qualities that are in that barrel. So I choose to believe, if I'm doing a store pick, if I'm getting something that is a single barrel, Michter's 10-year are all single barrel offerings. You are picking something that is a bottle that someone along the line, whether that be a store that's picked it for a store pick, or in this case, the distillery has been like, yep, that's ours. If a distillery says this is ours, this is our exclusive, you might want to pay attention to that. I have to believe they know what they're talking about. They know what they're picking. Yeah. It's going to be a good pick.
We trust the people.
This is a good pick.
Yeah, we trust the people at Buffalo Trace, at Garrison Brothers, at Michter's. We already brought them up. I mean, it could be the Master Distiller.
Ralph at Hy-Vee.
At Hy-Vee.
Picking single barrels for the
so
Hy-Vee.
many different bottles in his, and in the Hy-Vee liquor department out there in Lee Scummit, out there on Ward.
Well, and he is personally picking a lot of those barrels. A lot of some of the barrel picks, like when they do a pick with Ben Holiday, they're picking not for just that store. He's actually a part of picking for the entire Hy-Vee network.
Yeah, okay. So
which Hy-Vee is Kansas City.
Yeah. So okay. So I bought. Come to find out, I bought the same bottle of store pick Hy-Vee store pick Angel's Envy from a couple different stores. Because I didn't know. I thought it was like Raytown Hy-Vee and then, one of the Lee Summit Hy-Vees. I was like, well, you guys have one too? Same. I'll take it. No, it was the same damn barrel. Learning along the way. Yep. So, where are we at? Are you ready to get into the rating?
Let's do it.
We talked about how we do the rating multiple times. I think I mentioned it earlier. We're going to get into it here. This one here on the nose had cream corn, vanilla pudding, caramel, cinnamon and nutmeg, orange citrus, spearmint. None of that was on the tasting notes from the distillery. That's fine. Not all distilleries have tasting notes. Not all of them have tasting notes for nose, palate, and finish. Whatever. That's what we found, and I'm happy with it. That was plenty to go by. It wowed me initially, just a little bit more. I got a little bit more of a wow. So I ended up giving it a 4 1/4. That's
Nice.
That's where I clocked in. How about you?
4.5.
4 1/2. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Whoops.
My foolproof was 4 1/4. I had to come up just a little bit because I enjoyed the nose just a hair better.
Yeah, my foolproof was 4 1/4. I'll be damned. Well, that's weird. Because on palate, where we picked up oak and the orange citrus evolved, I think, into orange marmalade. There was caramel, the coarse sugared pie lattice that you get off of some pies. If you know, you know. Baking spices. I think for me, the proof was so high it confused my palate, and I couldn't differentiate which baking spices. I could tell that they were there. I just couldn't tell what they were.
It definitely did not drink the proof, though.
No, definitely not. It didn't nose, it didn't drink, it didn't nose, it didn't palate, it didn't finish at 126. To me, it was much further down, like 109, to 112. But that's just me. Whatever. So I ended up bumping mine up to 475 on that palate. I thought it was really good. How about you? Where you at?
I almost went 475, but I settled back into just writing it 4.5.
4.5?
Yep.
Okay.
Which is still above my full proof.
Is it? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It's so good.
I need to calm down. It was such a good pour. I'm really excited about this one here. Like, I thought the foolproof episode was going to be fun. This one turned out to be fun. Let's see here. So moving on into the finish, the black. Okay, so there was black tea. I thought there was black tea, but according to the
herbal
distillery
tea.
notes, herbal tea, I think they're totally different. This one here, to me, it palated late palate into the finish.
Yep.
Black tea.
And I said Earl Grey.
Earl Grey,
which Earl Grey is
a black tea. There's something different about it. I don't know anything really. I don't know the history on Earl Grey tea. If you know, let us know. Info, Jonathan or W2 at savortheburn.com. Send that email. Or just leave us a damn comment. It'd be fun. I just, initially on the finish, I thought it was sweet. And then I was like, well, what kind of sweet? Caramel sweet. And boiling it down further, brown sugar. To me, cinnamon made itself apparent, and so did nutmeg. And if you love eggnog, if you love French toast, those kind of things, you can definitely tell there's a cinnamon and nutmeg in both of those. Yep. So anyway, from where it evolved from orange citrus to orange marmalade on the palate, it kept it locked in at orange marmalade on the finish, I think. Anyway, 100%. So not to cut hair, split teeth, or however that goes. And the black tea also showed up there early, I think, on the finish. Redraw that arrow. I ended up giving the finish 475. I kept it locked in there. How about you?
I came down to 4 1/4.
4 1/4? Huh.
I love the finish.
I need to learn how to write numbers.
But the palate was where it was at for me.
The palate was where it was at, I think, and I think equally enough, it was also there for me on the finish. And my palate is not W2's palate.
True
W2's palate is not your palate. That's fine. Everybody's totally different. Some people don't like cilantro. Some people don't like guacamole. Some
people think cilantro tastes like soap.
Yeah, some people don't like strawberries.
That's weird.
That's
weird.
That's I get it. You know what? That's fine. Totally fine.
Strawberries are delicious.
Every palate is different, and I embrace that. So whatever you think of this might be different. It might be the exact same. It might be. I guess those are your only options. Whatever. Anyway, so. Adding these numbers up. No, wait, bottle presentation. We got to get a bottle presentation. To me,
it's the same as every single one of their offerings.
Same as a foolproof. We finally got into what this horseshoe shape, punt can do. It can also give you the
at the distillery, they'll give you these coins
of a game.
Yep.
They'll give you the coins.
Yeah.
Wow! Look at that. Wow, that's an extra wow. So, does that go into bottle presentation?
It kind of does. It kind of should, but...
Screw it. I'm keeping it locked in at 425.
I kept mine locked in at 425.
If you can't walk into a national brand liquor store like Total Wine, grab this bottle and it comes with a...
And honestly...
It comes with a coin,
honestly, you could take a quarter and do the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
However, this is a Green River token. So.
Specific. Branded. Yep. Yeah. And I love these little tokens. Those are so cool. So cool. I'm glad you picked those up while you were out there.
There's a drinking game that just has to happen at some point. Our next barbecue or fire pit night, we need to get out one of those folding tables out on the back deck.
Yeah. What happens.
Couple Green River bottles.
Yeah. I'll bring a tent. Maybe somebody I don't like. We'll get them completely shit-faced hammered.
Let's get it on.
And then roll them into the fire pit. See what's up. I kept mine locked in at 425. How about you?
I kept mine locked in at 425 also.
Oh, perfect.
Add all those together. Possible 20.
Yep.
Buy those by 2 to get our 1 to 10, 0 to 10 rating. What'd you give this?
I gave it a 9. It was a 9 even. And I am I'm totally happy. I'm totally confident with that score. How about you, W2?
Mine came in at 8.75.
8.75. I'm not saying you should feel bad about yourself.
I feel good.
I feel good too. I feel good with your score. I feel good with mine.
I feel good enough that I'd take another pour of it.
Yeah.
I'd take 5 more pours of it.
Well, I think that's going to happen. Real quick, cocktails. Short list.
All the above.
All the above. Like
everything the Foolproof does, this is gonna make it that much better.
You think so? All right. Well,
however, this was a cut above Foolproof.
I think it was.
I enjoy this straight neat.
Yeah. My first choice is going to be neat. Second choice, I'm going to start with an old fashioned and see what it can do. That's kind of my go-to to see what a whiskey can do. Yeah, I would agree with that. A whiskey sour. I
have to think this would make one hell of a paper plane. Get a little.
That's not the one with grapefruit. What was the one with grapefruit? It doesn't matter. We've done so many cocktails. If you want to know the cocktails that we've done, it's on the website. Savortheburn.com.
First Frost is grapefruit.
The First Frost. Okay, and that was the one that had the sprig of rosemary on the top too.
This would be good as a First Frost.
Yeah. Well, winter's coming. Final thoughts. This is it. Your last chance to give your first impression thoughts on this bottle.
Beautiful.
You know what? I agree. It's everything that the Foolproof was, only just a little bit better. I really enjoyed it. I think it's versatile. I think it's gonna be neat first and then cocktailed later. It's great with a couple of drops of water. It's and drops, not a. It's just a couple drops. So no matter who you are, where you are, what you're drinking, and who you're drinking it with, never forget, keep on burning.